Welcome. I'm Amelia Hurt, Director of Career and Professional Development at the Fairbanks School of Public Health. Today's presentation will focus on the Applied Practice Experience, or APE for short, which is the required internship in the Master of Public Health program. But first, we're going to touch upon just a few of the services that we provide to students and alumni. One of the most important resources we can provide our students and alumni is our one-on-one career coaching. This allows us to get to know you as an individual and focus on your needs and goals. We cover everything from resume and cover letter to networking with other alumni and even looking at your LinkedIn profile. We also provide several career events and other programming throughout the academic year, some of which are panel discussions with alumni, career expos that are offered across the campus community, and other networking events. Now on to the applied practice experience. Again, our objectives for this portion of the presentation are to cover some of the most commonly asked questions, find out how students can attain their experiences, touch upon a few important resources, review some required forms and documents, and then just cover a little bit about the progression and process for completing the experience. Eligible students must have completed their MPH core courses prior to logging any APE hours. For example, a full-time student beginning in the fall semester would be eligible to begin their experience at the end of the following spring semester. In rare instances, a faculty advisor may give permission for a student to pursue an experience prior to completing all the required coursework. This is extremely rare, and written permission from the faculty advisor must be received by the Career and Professional Development Office before authorization can be granted. Students who are considering starting their applied practice experience should begin looking for an agency or organization that has a public health focus. This can range from working with the Indiana State Department of Health to a nonprofit organization that works with communities focused on public health outcomes. Please remember, the experience must align with the core and concentration competencies of the program. Ultimately, students will need to complete 240 hours. 160 of those hours are required on site. Students find their internship experiences in many ways. It is important to note that students are required to secure their own experiences, but there are several resources to assist students in this process. The MPH internship database catalogs all previously completed experiences and is a great way to begin your search for a potential site. CareerLink is the School of Public Health's online job and internship portal. Additionally, the Office of Career and Professional Development sends a weekly e-newsletter with job and internship opportunities. Students are also encouraged to consult with their faculty advisor or make a one-on-one consultation appointment with our office to discuss options. If a student knows of an institution that they have an interest in pursuing, they should feel free to reach out directly. The student portal is an important resource for MPH students throughout their studies. Today we're going to be discussing a few of the required forms and the internship database in more detail. The student portal link is found on the main landing page of the Richard M. Fairbanks School of Public Health website in the upper right-hand corner. The MPH Applied Practice Experience Internship Database is the tool that we recommend students begin their exploration. The Office of Career and Professional Development has cataloged all prior MPH experiences, and users can sort these experiences by organization, concentration, and internship focus, as well as by year or semester. This is a great tool to see the established partnerships and organizations the school works with. Next, we're going to cover a few important documents. Before selecting or communicating with an internship site, students should first consult the MPH handbook. The handbook details everything from start to finish, including eligibility requirements, required documentation, and the process of completing the experience. The proposal template can be downloaded so that students can work through all the required information on the online form. It's also a great tool when discussing your experience with a potential preceptor or your faculty advisor so that you may obtain conditional approval for the experience. The internship agreement form process is completely online, which is why we highly recommend utilizing this downloadable form so you can work through the components. In a few minutes, we're going to look at the progression of the MPH APE process, but first we're going to take a quick look at a few of these documents online so you can familiarize yourself with their location. Now we're quickly going to go through the process of accessing the forms section. So we're on the landing page for the school. We're going to toggle over here to Student Portal. All right, everything you need, indeed. So you can see here is where you would go to look at the internship database, but for right now, we're just going to concentrate on forms. So we'll scroll down just a couple of sections, and here's where we'll see the MPH student resources. There's a lot of information here that you will use throughout your studies, but for today, we're just going to discuss and highlight the internship hours log, the internship handbook, the proposal template, the 200 hours form, and then the online agreement form. So as I mentioned earlier, the proposal template is a great tool. We're just going to go ahead and click on that. Everything you see here is exactly what you'll be asked to input on the electronic form. Going to have to, and like I said, if you are talking with a potential preceptor that maybe hasn't been a preceptor before or worked with Fairbanks, this is a great thing to take into your meeting because they'll probably have a few questions for you.
I will point out at the end, it talks about student eligibility and preceptor for qualifications to work with this.
Now we're going to do a quick walkthrough of the progression for the APE. As stated before, it all begins with your electronic proposal or agreement form. This will automatically route to your preceptor and faculty advisor for their review and signature. Once this is completed, the Office of Career and Professional Development receives a notification. We will then send you a course authorization email. Once you receive this course authorization email, you may begin logging your hours at your site and enroll in your course. In this course authorization email, you will receive a link to the hours log. This link is also found under the student portal in the forms area. Students may choose to log their hours weekly or bi-weekly, and not only are you required to record your hours, but you're also required to record accompanying reflective statements about your experience. It's important to note that the hours log system will send you a new email link in which you will use to enter your hours, either weekly or bi-weekly. At 120 hours, the system will automatically send both you and your preceptor a midpoint evaluation. These evaluations will be forwarded on to your faculty advisor. At the midpoint, students are required to make a meeting with their faculty advisor within 2 weeks. This short meeting is simply to discuss your progress in your experience. This meeting can take place face-to-face, on the phone, via email, or even a Zoom call. The next piece of the puzzle is the 200 hours form. This form is found under the student portal, again under Forms. This is an important piece of your progression. It notifies the appropriate people in the student services area of your next steps. Students will be required to register for either a capstone course or an independent research project. Please be aware that some concentrations mandate either a capstone course or an independent research project. If you Do not know what your concentration requires? Please consult the Integrated Learning Experience Handbook found under the Forms section. Once a student logs 240 hours, the system will send a final evaluation to both the student and the preceptor. The final student evaluation is where you will upload your required work products. These two work products are very flexible in format and will be reviewed by your faculty advisor. It is possible that these two work products will differ from those originally stated on your proposal. Once this process is completed, the student will be eligible to receive a grade at the end of the term. We highly encourage students with questions to make a one-on-one consultation appointment with our office. Please reach out at any time during your studies. We look forward to working with you.